Media narrative in current climate. Full story behind the Michigan parking lot encounter. You might have seen this news story after an incident video went viral, with Washington Post leading with Takelia Hill found herself in a suburban Detroit parking lot, staring to the muzzle of a gun as the white woman aimed a weapon at Hill. Or from NewYork Times, widely circulated videos showed a white woman pointing a gun at a black woman as she filmed with her cell phone in a parking lot. From Times we have a white couple was charged with felonious assault on Thursday after viral video showed a woman pointing a gun on a black woman in the parking lot of a Michigan Chipotle. Most of them also shows an edited version of the full video. Today we will look into the whole video and discern for ourselves. After watching the video, we will discuss how the media portrays a story to fit a particular agenda and how it can cause more harm than good. So let's jump into it.
To violate a 15-year-old.
No, I'm asking a question. She's a child.
She bumped into me when I
So
was
she did something wrong. She needs to apologize. If she did
this
something
ignorant
wrong,
this ignorant woman
If
bumped
she
into a
didn't
15-year-old,
apologize, correct?
and you're on camera.
Okay.
You're feeling threatened.
Okay, well go in.
No, Mom.
I got this.
You're blocking me from getting in my car.
No, we weren't. No, we weren't. No, we weren't. You're ignorant.
Go ahead, call them.
No, we will, but you're not going to sit there and violate a 15-year-old.
She's ignorant.
Do it, bitch. Do it.
Go ahead.
Do it. I want you to
Call
do
the police.
something.
She's very ignorant.
Dumbass bitch. Yeah, I said it. You say something, I'll beat your white ass too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I will. Do something. Please put your
Do
motherfucking
something.
hands up.
Do something.
Please.
Who the do you think you guys
Who do you
are?
think
Who
you
are?
are?
You're white think you are.
You calling her
talk-
names?
yeah,
She did nothing to you.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't.
apologize.
I
Go ahead,
didn't.
Kayla.
I watched.
No, you didn't. You're very racist and ignorant.
You're racist because you're calling
No,
her
you
names.
bumped it. She bumped into me.
Walk around calling white people racist.
Why would you bump into
You
her?
cannot just walk
Why would
around
you
calling
bump her?
white
Why
people
would you bump her?
racist. This is not that
Why
type
would
of
you
world.
bump her?
White people
Why
are
would
racist.
you bump her?
No one's
Why
racist.
would you bump her?
I
Why
care
did you
about
say
you.
sorry?
I care
Why
about
did you say sorry?
And I'm sorry if you
Why
had
did you
an
say
incident
sorry?
that made
If you
someone
bumped
make
into
you
her,
feel
why
like
did you
that.
say sorry?
No one is racist.
If you didn't do
I'm
anything, why
sorry
would
if
you do
you
that?
had something like that happen.
Ignorant. Ignorant.
Okay.
Very. Mom, watch.
Get the away from me!
You don't get on her face.
You better get on my
Get
fucking
away
face.
right now. Get away.
Get the away!
Get away. Get the away.
Are you gonna hit? You gonna shoot me?
Get the
Oh!
get away. Call the cops right now. Call them.
Oh!
Call the cops.
Get the away.
Call the cops.
Get away.
She got the gun on me.
Call
He
them now.
with the car. Call them. I'm telling. Get the
Call the cops.
Get the license plate.
Get.
Get the license plate now. Cause you were never about to hit me with the damn
Don't
car.
you
Hit me with the car. Both of y'all put the guns on them.
Yeah.
Okay? Call Richard back up to the police. Call Richard back up here now.
I got it.
Don't you jump behind my
No,
car.
I ain't jumping on your car. What
Don't you
Mom, stop moving. Stop, Mom.
up! Get the back! Back the
Don't point that gun on me. You were trying to hit me with the car.
You got all this on video? Yes.
Uncomfortable. Call the police. No.
Mom, stop walking.
Hello, police. Call the police. Can you go back to your Call the police. Call the police. You walking.
They pulled the gun out on her.
These white people, they're so racist. They pulled a gun on my mama, both of them. It was a white lady and a white man.
Yeah, I got it. They pulled the gun out.
Yes.
Before my thoughts, it might be prudent to explain which side of the aisle I sit. Well, I refuse to join any club that would have me as a member. I don't believe in tribalism. Enemy of my friend is not automatically my enemy. I would call out on Trump on stupid things he says or do. At the same time, I will not be burying my head in sands when he does something good. I bow down to the god of data. I like to think myself as a science guy, and we rely on evidence, facts. At times there are holes in our theory until some other data fills in the gap. when we have bad data and come to wrong conclusion, like the recent Lancet debacle, we retract our theory. That's a long way of saying I'm neither leftist or belong to the right. If we find out the white woman has tendency of pulling out her gun, or the black woman has a history of starting altercations like this, well then obviously my view would change. Back to the incident. Aftermath is, Oakland County Prosecutor Jessica Cooper charged Jillian Westenberg, age 32, and Eric Westenberg, age 42, each with 1 count of felonious assault, a 4-year felony. The independent township couple each possessed 1 loaded firearm and CPL license, Sheriff Mike Bolter said. On top of that, the husband, who works at Oakland University as a coordinator of Veterans Support Services, was fired from his job. Couple of facts I think we also need to consider here. First, regardless how you feel about carrying gun, as personally I'm against it, and in UK we don't have it, which suits me just fine. In fact, we even banned nunchucks, which is one of the worst weapon ever. Well, technically it's not banned, I can have it within my premises, so I can take it to my garden, but not to the street. I have been planning to make a video on nunchucks. If you want to see it, please let me know in the comments below. So back to the white lady. I know it's horrible to say it that way, but that's how most of the media is calling her. And I think it's just fair that I don't post their names furthermore. So both her and her husband has license to carry concealed weapon. From legal standpoint, that is completely okay. Now obviously we all know what a weapon is for. It can be for deterrent, like swinging a nunchuck around, or to actually injure someone. For either reason, it can't really be concealed, can it? Next point, that white lady is pregnant. Let that sink in a little bit. We all know how parents can be protecting of their kids, especially unborn ones. It's not something unique to human either. Now, what did you think after watching the video? Were all the media's right to lambast her and to publicly shame her? Were they right to arrest and charge the couple and to fire the husband? We saw a very specific portion of the video in media, starting from when she had her gun out, and not what led to that situation. What led to that situation is something very silly, a simple bump. We didn't see that or anything that might have happened before the encounter. If we do hear something, that would be hearsay. What I saw is the white lady trying to de-escalate the situation, where you have an annoying teenager calling them ignorant and racist. I'll come back to her later. We hear the allegation by the white lady that she is being blocked in. The first assault we see in video is by the black lady on the white guy when she says, "I'll beat your white ass." Yes, in legal term, an assault is a threat or attempt to commit such an action, where battery is the physical contact between the perpetrator and the victim. We can clearly see who's playing the race card. Not beat your ass, but beat your white ass. So obviously someone is being racist. Yes, black people can be equally racist. As the white couple clearly intends to leave the area, we see the black lady walking behind to block the car. That is a clear indication of her motive. Following by a thump that we hear, I'm presuming that's the black lady thumping the white lady's car. Just to lighten the mood, as I'm getting really annoyed,
It's more chicken shit than fucking with a man's automobile. I mean, don't fuck with another man's vehicle. You don't do it. It's just against the rules.
At this point, the white lady pulls out her gun. Did she overreact? Well, I would say that the black lady is clearly not letting it go. What I would have done? I don't know, as I clearly don't have a gun and can never be pregnant. Funnily enough, even with the gun pointed, she was the one backing away. The black lady did not move at all. Instead, she approached the gun very calmly as the white lady is screaming at her to back away. So black lady, to me, you're clearly the one in wrong. You escalated this situation, then played your race card, got your 5 minutes of fame, and got a white dude fired. I guess well done? I guess in these days, this is an achievement? Apart from what obviously is a racist black lady, we also have the media playing a particular narrative for the current climate. Whatever group they are pandering to, it can do no good in long term. Suppose me, I'm a person of color. I have no fondness for those classed as rednecks or chavs in UK. At the same time, I have no time for asshole black people either. There is a problem with this bias. This kind of coverage bugs me. Someone who doesn't have a horse in the race. Now imagine how the right-leaning audiences feel after watching this blatant bias. Does it make the media look credible? Of course not. Then when the media would report something based on fact, we would ignore it because we don't trust it anymore. Fake news doesn't belong solely to the right, but left are also using it with full force. This kind of bias only helps to push people towards a certain position, and neither side is good. Finally, a quick message for the phone-wielding teenager. Listen, dear girl, you are young. You are like a frog in a well, who thinks she knows everything there is to know. My advice to you would be, number 1, stop calling people ignorant. Grow up, move out of your parents, get a job and a mortgage. Only then you would be peering out of the well to the world beyond. When your entire vocabulary consists of only 2 words, ignorant and racist, well, maybe time to pick up a book or 2. I have a series where I recommend books to read. Maybe take a look at that series. You can even use something called a dictionary for the long words you don't understand. For my viewers, well, instead of jumping to conclusions, please find out more that is backed by actual facts and not posts in Facebook from your racist uncle. Biased reporting like this can strengthen your cause, but that strength is based on false narrative. Really, there are enough real incidents for both sides. Let's just stick to those facts, shall we? If you have liked this content, please drop a like, subscribe and leave a comment, as it feeds the YouTube algorithm and would help the channel grow. You will find similar contents in my other videos. If you disagree with my take, please tell me why. I will listen with an open mind. Have a safe day. Signing off.
Tribe.